Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe. All right, y'all. Want to do my prediction for the main event coming up this Saturday. Got Jessica Eye versus Cynthia Calvillo. As you know, this is Cynthia Calvillo, her flyweight debut, and this is Jessica Eye, her return after that brutal knockout loss via head kick to Valentina Shevchenko. And I think this is a very, very solid opponent for Cynthia Calvillo, and vice versa. You know, you don't want to go in there returning against, one of those other top 10 fighters right now, Jessica, or you don't act like you want a rematch, because you don't want that rematch with Valentina right now. But Cynthia Calvillo, man, I'm a big fan of her. I feel like this weight is going to really be a benefit for her. She's been a very, very solid fighter at strawweight. She was always graduating those different tiers and, beating all different styles, beating all different looks. I think the only thing that kind of slowed her down in those last few fights, like against Carla Esparza, Courtney Casey, and Marina Rodriguez, a win-loss and a draw. I feel like it was the weight. I feel like trying to make weight was really kind of slowing her down, and you weren't seeing her full potential. So moving up to 125, I think we're going to see a much stronger, more powerful Cynthia Calvillo. So going into this fight, just looking at some keys to victory for Cynthia Calvillo, I feel like she just needs to, make this a fight where she has to mix it up a lot. She needs to use a little of everything in this fight against a more experienced fighter like Jessica Eye, who's naturally fought at a bigger weight, at bantamweight. So in this fight, you're going to want to see different looks. Cynthia Calvillo, I think she needs to start off with a good jab, disrupt that speed and boxing style of Jessica Eye. Throw off that rhythm with your own jab, keep that stiff jab, knocking her back, making her think. And when she's thinking about that, go down to the leg kicks. Go down to the leg kicks into the body to slow down the faster fighter in Jessica Eye. You want to keep mixing it up, hitting those legs, so when she gets stationary, that's when you can move in, go to the takedowns. Using those takedowns just to pile up rounds, just put some rounds in the bag, because this is a main event, so it's going to be a 5-round fight. So you definitely want to best bag some rounds. Even if you don't stay on the ground with her, just take her down, kind of frustrate her, take the wind out of her, maybe get some ground and pound in here and there. And once you get to that 4th round, that's where you start closing it in, getting those knees in the clinch, make it a dirty fight. Make it a dirty fight. Once you start beating her up on her feet, take her down to the ground. Like Cynthia Calvillo, like I said, she's a very strong fighter on the ground. And once she gets you to the ground, she's strong. She'll fight you. She'll just start unloading elbows and, strikes. So once she does that and she can hurt Jessica Eye, you get to that back and get that submission win. Get that rear naked choke. Jessica Eye, I think for her, I don't think her ground game is as good as Cynthia Calvillo. I know that's my opinion. But I think she just needs to keep this as a fast-paced boxing fight. That's her style. I think she just needs to make sure she stays on the outside, make it a fast fight, fast-paced moving fight, stay busy like she usually does. That's how she was able to beat Caitlin Chikagian, keep her good jab going. And yeah, I'm just a bigger fan of Cynthia Calvillo. That's why I could break her down a little bit more. But I just feel like for Jessica Eye, she's just going to need to use that experience, use that size, and also use her leg kicks to kind of slow Cynthia Calvillo down, and use timing. She needs to use her timing as well, just to kind of frustrate Cynthia Calvillo. And, her being the bigger fighter in this one, she just needs to use her weight as well. If she gets in the clinch, put her weight on her being the bigger fighter, and this is the weight that you were at. You need to be the stronger, more dominant fighter. But if I had to pick in this one, man, for a prediction, I'm going to go with Cynthia Calvillo by a decision. I think she can stay busy in this fight. If not a decision, I think she could pull out maybe like a 3rd or 4th round submission win. I think once she closes that distance with those leg kicks and those jabs, I think she can also be a good counterpuncher. So I think once she lands some good shots and she can close that distance and take Jessica Eye to the ground, I think, she'll beat Jessica Eye up on the ground, and she can eventually get that rear naked choke. Or if not the rear naked choke, I can see her getting the arm bar. Because like I said, she's a very underrated submission artist when she gets you to the ground. Because she's always working, and she's always kind of moving a fighter around by the arms or whatever. She's kind of moving you around, also just like earning points with the strikes. She's just beating you up, taking the wind out of you. So if I had to pick, I'll go with Cynthia Calvillo by unanimous decision, or 4th round submission win. But yeah, that's all I got on this one, guys. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think. What do y'all think of this as a main event as well? You know, I know a lot of people don't like this as a main event. I didn't really see it as a big main event fight either, just because it was like Cynthia Calvillo, her UFC debut. And, you know, this is Jessica I. You know, come on, she's returning after a knockout loss to Valentina. So it's not really like a big draw as a main event. But I like the fight. I like the matchup. But, yeah, they could have had a better main event. But let me know what y'all guys think in the comment section. Make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.